Hello students, P.A. Singh Sangar here. So I am presenting the discussion on environmental question which came on Sunday UPSC prelims examination 2019. Let me start with the first question. For the measurement estimation of which of the following are satellite images or remote sensing data are used? Okay, so is it for chlorophyll content in vegetation of a specific location, greenhouse emission from rice paddies of a specific location, land surface temperature of a specific location? So answer here is D. All the three are correct. Why? So if you know the operation of remote sensing satellites, we can understand this. Remote sensing satellites capture the data on the ground of specific locations, both of chlorophyll content of vegetation or greenhouse emissions or land surface temperature in two ways. One, by directly the emission released by the ground conditions of temperature or gases or the green content, all has been bombarded back. Okay, or by the active remote sensing tools, the EM radiation is being released by the tools and it is bombarded back, and this is called nothing but reflection of EM rays. So in both the ways, either by the emissions from the ground or by the reflections of the incident radiation from remote sensing tools, specific locations, chlorophyll content, greenhouse gas emissions or land surface temperature could be known. So the option here is the D. Now move to the next question. Question number 2. Consider the following statements, and in these statements we have to find out which of the statements are correct. Let's see the first statement. Agricultural soils releases nitrogen oxides into environment. Yes, this is correct. So recently there is a report published first time in India on the nitrogen assessment report. Nitrogen assessment report. First time has been released in India. Assessment. So please, when we go through this report, it talks about all kind of emission. What this statement is? First statement is agricultural soil releases nitrogen oxides into environment. This statement is correct. Why? So nitrogen is being emitted from agriculture sector because of the two reasons. One is the chemical fertilizers are used heavily, around 70% of the contributions come from there. And second is that denitrifying bacteria, which pulses and other leguminous crops which we use also released it. So agricultural soil release nitrogen oxide in two ways. Because of excess use of chemical fertilizers, that contribution is around 70%. And next is denitrifying bacteria also releases, which generally in the leguminous crops. Second statement, cattle releases ammonia into environment. This. In the same report, it said that India out of this, which is the major sources, which is more source, nitrogen oxides or ammonia. So ammonia emissions are more than the nitrogen oxide emission. So it is nearly doubled actually, but it is static. Since India has the world's second largest number of cattle, and they are emitting ammonia in large quantity. But the population is static, so it is not changing. But in contrary, nitrogen is on increase. Third statement, poultry industry release reactive nitrogen. Yeah, that's correct. Poultry or swine, any kind of birds, they generally release nitrogen oxide. What is reactive nitrogen? So reactive nitrogen include the oxides of nitrogen, such as nitric oxide, nitrogen dioxide, and nitrous oxide. Even it include anions, means nitrate and nitrite, and amine derivatives like ammonia, ammonium salts, and urea. So these are all reactive nitrogen. So these remain in the news. So all the three statements are correct. So that means answer here is D. 1, 2, and 3. Now move to the next question. Which of the following statements are correct about the deposits of methane hydrates? Okay, global warming might trigger the release of methane gas from the deposits, right? Methane hydrates is a energy, right, where the methane is being trapped under water molecule. Okay, so this water molecule is being stored under two conditions. So deep waters more than 500 meters depth under the sea, or the cold condition. So under high pressure it has been stored, or under the low temperature it has been stored. Now when it has been released, what happened? And so that is when it is because of global warming. Because of global warming, water bodies are getting warmed up, ice melting is taking place. So the methane which has been trapped under water bodies has been released, and that is also statement become correct. So global warming might trigger the release of methane gas from these deposits, correct. Second, larger deposit of methane hydrates are found in Arctic tundra and under the seafloor. This statement is also correct, because under low temperature and under the high pressure seafloor it has been stored. Third, methane in atmosphere oxides to carbon dioxide and to decade or to, this statement is also correct. So all the three statement is correct. Now go to the next question. Consider the following statements: carbon monoxide, methane, ozone, sulfur dioxide. Which of the above are released into atmosphere due to burning of crops or biomass residue? You know, when biomass or the crop residue has been burned, what happened? You know, these are containing organic matter. Along with the organic matter, it also contains some kind of water molecules too. When they are burnt, what is going to happen? So they released large concentration of carbon dioxide, which has already been there. Okay, apart from carbon dioxide, in absence of oxygen, they release carbon monoxide, which is a pollutant, which you can see here also. Even they are emitting large quantity of methane. Next, okay, because organic matter is containing carbon and water is already there, so different permutation combination is formed out of it. Ozone is indirectly produced. Ozone is indirectly produced by the burning of this biomasses. Sulfur dioxide is also being released, because there are different compounds in the biological matter made up of sulfur, which is being released back. So all the four are correct. So answer is here 1, 2, 3 and 4. So D is the right option. You can see here sulfur dioxide, methane, carbon monoxide. Now next question. Which of the following national parks lies completely in the temperate alpine zone? First you understand two things. So first is temperate, second is alpine zone. So in India, alpine zone is found in the hilly areas, because India is a tropical country. So all the hilly areas, and the height of the alpine forest should be more than 3000 meters, more than what called 3000 meters. That area is been identified as suitable for temperate trees or temperate alpine zone. If you look at the Manas National Park, Manas National Park is located where? In the Assam, at the foothills of Himalayas. So this is a tropical forest. So this is a wrong statement. So it is not satisfying this condition. Now go to the Namdapha National Park. This Namdapha National Park is in Arunachal Pradesh. It is located in the Patkai ranges. This is also tropical, subtropical belt only. Okay, and it is having evergreen trees. So the northernmost evergreen rainforest trees are found in the Namdapha National Park of Arunachal Pradesh. But it is not alpine. It's not cold. Now, third, Neora Valley National Park. It is higher in the Himalayas near Darjeeling, Kalimpong area of West Bengal. Okay, Neora is also little raised in the Sikkim too. Neora Valley is in Sikkim, and it is very close to the Darjeeling area of West Bengal. Now here it is a mixed trees, both of tropical as well as temperate trees, but not alpine zone completely. So this is also not correct. Now we left with Valley of Flower National Park. So Valley of Flower National Park is located in Uttarakhand near Nanda Devi. So one of the highest peak of Great Himalayas. Okay, in the state of Uttarakhand, Nanda Devi. Nanda Devi is the highest peak. So here in winters the route and is been closed, covered with snow. So and it is suitable for what? Alpine forest. So temperate alpine zone it is located. So answer is here is a D. D is a correct option for this question. Now move to the next. Asiatic lion is naturally found in India only. Double humped camel is naturally found in India only. One horned rhinos are naturally found in India only. So we have to find out the correct statements only. So Asiatic lion is naturally found in India only. This statement is correct. Reason is Gir forest of Gujarat is the only habitat left out for this Asiatic lion. Okay, and earlier in the past they are spreading in the eastern India, central India. Okay, now they are not been. They are only found in the Gir forest of state of Gujarat is left out, only central. Now, question statement number 2, double humped camel is naturally found in India only. This statement is wrong. The reason is double humped are a special type of camel, So these are their back is having 2 humps. Okay, one to store the fat for energy use, energy storage, and second is for water. They keep it, and it is found in the driest climate of hilly areas of the temperate or subtropical belt. So they are found in the Gobi Desert of Mongolia, China, or even found in Ladakh region of India. So used as a tourist destination in India, they are found in the Ladakh region. Now this statement only in India, this becomes wrong. It is also found in China, Mongolia, etc. One horned rhinos are naturally found in India only. No, not India only. One horn is in the foothills of Himalayas, so covering from Nepal, Bhutan, India, and sometime in Pakistan. So this statement is wrong. So only first is correct. So A option, right option is A here. Now move to the next question. Which of the following are in Agastyamalai Biosphere Reserve? So this was in the news in 2016. So UNESCO list actually in 2016 it is put in under the UNESCO list. And what does it include? It include Nair, Pepara, Sendri wildlife sanctuaries, yes, and the Kalakkad, Munnanthurai tiger reserve. Yes, this is correct. So generally this Agastyamalai Biosphere Reserve is located in 2 states. Okay, some part is in the Tamil Nadu and some part is in the state of Kerala in the western Ghats. Okay, and this statement, the rest is wrong. So answer here is right option is A. So it include 3 wildlife sanctuaries and 1 tiger reserve. Now move to the next. Consider the following statement. Some species of turtles are herbivorous, some species of fish are herbivorous, some species of marine mammals are herbivorous, some species of snakes are vivivorous. Some species of, these statements are correct. Some species, some are herbivorous. Okay, all these statements are correct. First, there is an issue with viviparous. Viviparous are those animals who give birth to young ones rather than laying eggs, and those who lay eggs call as like oviparous. So these are egg laying organisms. Now this all the 4 statement is correct. So option should be here. What then? D. Now consider the following pairs wildlife naturally found in, and we have to find out correctly matched here. Bluefin massey is in Kaveri River, correct. Kaveri River do contain different types of massey fish. So red, blue, and so orange. There are many. So this statement is correct. Irrawaddy dolphin in Chamal River. No, in Chamal River crocodiles are found. Irrawaddy dolphins are found in Southeast Asia and South Asia. South Asia, it includes the eastern part of India, the Bengal, Assam, West, even the Odisha. It is not found in the central India like Chambal River. So this statement become wrong. Rusty spotted cat in Eastern Ghats. Yeah, statement is also correct. So only the first and third is correct. So we go with the option C here. So answer C is correct here. Move to the next. Why there is a great concern about micro weeds and that is released into the environment. You know what is microweed? So these are the plastics. These are microplastics. These microplastics are used as a scrubs actually to use for making soaps or used used as a facial scrubs, body washes. Okay, now these are being taken to the water bodies. Okay, and when they're taken to water bodies, what happened? They're taken by the fish and other organisms, and this is considered as a pollutant, and they suffered with various defects. And they're so this is are they considered harmful to marine in ecosystem? Absolutely yes. So they are considered to cause skin cancer and children is not clear. They are small enough to be absorbed by crop plants in irrigated fields. Not clear. They are often found to be used as a food adulterant. They are used but not clear. So which is most suitable here? So answer here is A. So okay. Now move to the next. As per the law, compensatory afforestation fund management and planning authority exist at both national and state levels. Yeah. Or forest management. Now, people participation is mandatory? No, it is not mandatory. In the compensatory afforestation program carried out under the Compensatory Afforestation Fund Act 2016, it's not mandatory. So only A is only first statement is correct. So A is that right option. As per the recent amendment to the Indian Forest Act 1927, forest dwellers have the right to fell the bamboo grown on forest areas. Okay. As per this statement is correct. As per the Scheduled Tribes and other traditional forest dwellers, Recognition Act 2006, bamboo is a minor forest produce. Yeah. Today it has been declared as a non-forest actually tree. It's not considered as a tree at all. It's a minor produce only. The Scheduled Tribes and other traditional forest dwellers, Recognition of Forest Act 2006 allow ownership of minor forest produce to the forest dwellers. Yeah, this is also correct. So option here is what? All the are correct statements. D. Now, Environment Protection Act 1986 empowers the Government of India to what? First, state the requirement of public participation in the process of environmental protection and procedure and manner in which it is sought. State public participation in the process. No, not required 100%. Lay down the standard of emission or discharge for environmental pollutant from various sources. Yeah, this statement is correct. First statement, public participation. So option is right, B only. Next question. In India, use of carbofuran methyl parathion forate trizophos is viewed with apprehension. The reason is these are the chemicals used in the agricultural field as a pesticide and which is harmful to the environment. Because of environmental concern, so they have been apprehension and it is asked to be banned. So right option is all these are chemicals used in used as a pesticides. Okay. Now option A is correct here. Move to the next question. As per the Solid Waste Management Rules 2016 in India, which one of the following statement is correct? Waste generator has to segregate waste into 5 categories. When we read these solid waste management rules, the source is like even you can go to the PIB, okay, with PIB.nic.in. So that is containing it. Waste generator has to segregate waste into 5 categories. No, it is 3 categories. What are these 3 categories? It is to be released. First categories is wet, biodegradable, dry, and the domestic hazardous waste. These are three categories. So this statement, waste generator has to segregate into 5. So this statement become wrong. Okay. Second statement we read, rules are applicable to notified urban local bodies, notified towns, and all industrial township only. No, not only. So these include beyond municipal areas, even extend to urban agglomeration, census town, notified industrial township areas. So even it also control the Indian Railway, airports, air bases, ports, harbour, defence establishment, SEZ, any kind of state or the government organization, places of pilgrimage, religious, historical importance. So they are not only. So the statement become wrong. Rules provide for exact and elaborate criteria for identification of sites for landfills and waste processing facilities. Here, this statement is correct. The reason is the rules of solid waste management stating that the government has to identify the right place and right procedure to for a landfill identification and processing of the waste. So C is the right here, option here. Let's go to the D option also. It is a mandatory on the part of waste generator that waste generated in one district cannot be moved into another district. It may be. Okay, so only the C is the right option. Next question. Under Ramsar Convention, it is mandatory on the part of the Government of India to protect and conserve all the wetlands in the territory of India. So this statement is not correct. It's not mandatory. It's a choice by the Government of India. The Wetlands Conservation and Management Rules 2010 were framed by Government of India based on the recommendation of Ramsar Convention, not on the basis of recommendation, not on the based on the recommendation. Okay. So it is done to conserve them, not on recommendation. The Wetlands Conservation and Management Rules 2010 also encompasses the drainage areas of catchment regions of wetlands and determined by the authority is. So this statement is correct. So only the C is the right option. So next question. In the context of proposal to the use of hydrogen enriched CNG as a fuel for buses and public transport, consider the following statement, and we have to find out the correct statement here. So what is enriched hydrogen CNG is? So hydrogen CNG is written in this way. So it is a compressed. That means here under pressure hydrogen is being mixed with the CNG and kept under, and it is used. So the rules speaks that in 2016-17 government make a statement. So statement is that so it is compulsory to blend 20%. Okay, 20% of hydrogen into the CNG. Why? The main advantage of use of CNG is elimination of carbon monoxide emission. Not elimination, it's the reduction actually. Okay, it is what called the main advantage of use of CNG is elimination of carbon monoxide. It's just reduction, not elimination. So hydrogen CNG as a fuel reduces carbon dioxide and hydrocarbon emission. Yeah, it reduces. This statement is correct. Hydrogen up to 1/5 by volume can be blended with the CNG as a fuel for buses. Yeah, 1/5 means the 20% only. This statement is also correct. So compressed CNG makes the fuel less expensive than, no, it is not less expensive. The cost of blending has increased, operation cost, maintenance cost, equipment cost. So it is not less. This is little more costly than the normal CNG. So this statement is wrong. So only the 2 and 3. So option should be B here. B is the correct statement. Now move to the next question. In the context of following, which one of the following are the terms pyrolysis and plasma gasification is mentioned? So, even what you must understand the terms first. Pyrolysis means breakdown under high temperature. Plasma gasification means converting the material into plasma, plasma gas. So, where it has been done? So, first let me go to extraction of rare earth element. Rare earth element extraction is a metallurgical process, which is a complex, which do not need this thing, which are different other technologies. Natural gas extraction technologies by pumping water or by drilling fractional distillation. There are different ways, different type of natural gases have been extracted. Hydrogen fuel based automobile that is run on the bio, this is called as fuel cells, that runs on the fuel cell technology. So, this is not right. Waste to energy, right. Reason is, so waste is a biodegradable, it's a biodegradable material. Biodegradable material, when it is undergone pyrolysis of gas plasma, it will turning into an energy form, and that is extracted as a biofuel formation. It's a kind of a biofuel formation used. So, the answer here is D. So, thank you all of you. Bye. Take care.